Hi there, Ted Hargrave from Marketing for Hippies. This is another video on the whole COVID-19 debacle. So a lot of people have been wondering about, well, I live locally. I live in a local community. All my clients are local. And so, I get that maybe niching is a thing, but how does that relate to right now when I need to be, when I don't want to be doing it online? How do I reach these local people? It's very tricky. So first of all, I've already made some other videos in this playlist around COVID-19. I'll put the link to that below. And that for a lot of entrepreneurs where their clients are local, there is going to have to be an online component, or at least that's one of the options. If anyone else has any other brilliant ideas, I'd love to hear them. But that certainly is one option, is creating an online portion of your business. And so if you live locally and you want to reach people locally, but you can't go and see them, first of all, there may be some online components of things you could do locally, ways you could translate your work into an online presence temporarily. I think that's very possible. And watch the other videos, maybe you get some thoughts or ideas about this. Of course, the other idea is you can get people to purchase in advance. If you're a restaurant, you could say, look, help us stay in business, purchase a gift certificate now for for next month when things will be back kicking again, or buy your massages now, buy your package. So you can do this selling in advance, certainly, but there's also the chance to go online a bit broader, and I would just say that's a bit of a process. I don't know if that's going to happen overnight. Unlikely that it would. But then if you're trying to reach everyone on the internet, well, you narrow down. I just did a video about this today, and maybe I'll put a link to that as well, about narrowing down very specifically. And there's that, but that's a separate business. That's a whole other thing to build. I mean, what I'm saying, that's, you think about the niche, your point of view around that, building up your business model and offers and a website sales page. There's a lot there. So that's probably the long game. And I'll say this, long term, that may not be a bad idea, because this will almost certainly not be the last pandemic, and better to dig your well before you're thirsty. So if you're local and you want to reach local clients, well, you just have to either decide, number one, could there be an online version of this? Number two, could they buy in advance? Or number three, it's just not going to happen right now. And so, be starting to build the infrastructure to reach people outside of your local community at this point. And of course, the thing we should all be doing is just growing our own food. So let's all start doing that right away. Anyways, that's my thought for today. I hope it's useful. More thoughts will be coming. Please give me your questions around this whole COVID-19. Let me know how it's affecting your business, and maybe I'll put a link to the thread where we're starting a conversation about that, because I'd love to hear. Let me know how I can be useful to you at this time. Take care.